When I was 19 years of age, I moved out of my hometown and it was one of the best decisions I ever made. If you're still hesitant to do it because of some kind of a reason, maybe it's a financial one or maybe it's some kind of a personal one, I'm going to share my story so that you understand how important this move is. Right after I graduated from high school, I went on to the university of my hometown and I started studying law. With the months passing by, I understood that law is definitely not for me and I found it pretty boring. On the other side, my hometown is a pretty small town, to be honest, if you compare it to the other cities part of Europe, and I got pretty much no activities to do which I haven't already done. You could walk from one part of the city to the other part of the city in 30 minutes maximum, and I really didn't feel any kind of excitement of being there pretty much. And more importantly, as time went by, I was asking myself this question: how am I going to lead a business or lead a family in the future if I don't know how to take care of myself? This question was digging deep at me with each day, and I'm very grateful that in just a couple of months after this question popped into my mind, I was able to move out, go to a different city and start working and studying there. But before I did all of that, of course I had to consider all the issues and all the benefits that are connected to moving out, as all of us do when we plan such a move. One of the most common issues, of course, is the financials. How are you going to pay your rent each month, and how will you make sure that you're not eating rice and potatoes every day? Now, although at the start it was very tough, I can admit that, and I can say that my rent was, I think, around 30 or 40% of my salary or of my whole income that I received for the month, and it was pretty tough. I did eat things that are not very healthy but were cheap, but it is what it is. That's what you have to do in the first couple of months, I guess. But on the other side, I turned this negative into a benefit, and here is how. Each month when I was planning my financials, I was seeing that I wasn't receiving that much money, and I actually thought that if I start increasing my income, this situation will actually be better. It's not about finding ways to cut costs and finding ways to budget, but actually it's about increasing the income, and then you'll be able to handle everything a lot better with each month. So actually I turned this negative, the negative of financials, to a benefit, because it served me as a motivation to keep pushing, to keep going forward, to find more sources of income or to increase my current source of income, so that I can feel better and actually be able to handle everything coming at me. And speaking of other benefits, I want to add the most important one, which I was working on, and I think that in the last 5 years I was able to develop fully, is the one of accountability. Being accountable with yourself. What do I mean by this? If you didn't cook a meal for yourself, you simply won't eat. Or you have to order, which is expensive, and if you do it each day, then even if you have a high income, then this income will be going out for eating, which I don't think is really necessary, at least at the early stages of your life. If you didn't clean, then the house will remain dirty until you do clean. Or if you don't make it comfortable, no one will come and make it comfortable for you. What I'm trying to say is that you are the one who is accountable for your life. There is no one who will come and help you and save you. This is the same with your home, and this is also the same with your life overall. There is no one who will come and want to make you some kind of a handout and want to give you everything and will take care of you. And also, I know that family takes care of us, and that's good, of course, in the first 18 years, let's say. But if we don't really manage to do it on our own, then how are we going to behave when we have a family? How are we going to behave when we have a significant other? Are we going to make them do whatever our parents were doing in the first 18 years? I don't think this sounds very fair. I believe moving out is a part of life, and the sooner we do it, the better. Once you do it, you feel a freedom that you have never felt before. And if you'd like to achieve more of your goals, make sure to subscribe to this channel because the content coming up will help you with exactly that. See you in the next videos.